Okay, today we're looking at what I call ranking of passports. And start with the song. How great is our God? How great is his name? He's the greatest God. Forever the same. He rolled back the waters of the mighty Red Sea. He said, I will be with you. Only trust in me. I want to start with the word of knowledge, November 16, 2023. And this is directed at Burundi because what I see is that the former colonial masters are not welcoming to any Burundian that wants to go that side. And so they should be given the same treatment. Don't allow them to control you, control your economy, or control the affairs of your nation, which is what you find in some of the Francophone African countries. But like I said, we're looking at ranking of passports. I look particularly at the US, the EU, and to some other countries, maybe to some extent. If you carry those kinds of passports, there's a lot of prestige that goes with it. In fact, for some of the former colonial masters, the UK, for instance, some of them, they can actually use that passport to go to almost every African country. It's only now that our eyes are opening that we're actually allowing, other Africans to be able to come to our countries without having to go through the rigors of applying for a visa. Where the former colonial master and some of these other guys, like if you're a US citizen, you can walk into Botswana anytime you want. But other Africans are discriminated against. This is actually where we're going because if you see this also in scripture, let's look at some scripture, Acts chapter 21, verse 39. No, Paul replied, I'm a Jew and a citizen of Tarsus in Cilicia, which is an important city. Please let me talk to these people. So you can actually use your passport or where you're coming from to get a lot of privileges. Acts 22, verse 25. While the soldiers were tying Paul up to be beaten, the ex officer standing there, is it legal to beat a Roman citizen before he has been tried in court? You know. So, and you can also see the respect. Look at Acts 16, verse 10. After they had been beaten and imprisoned, they were apologized to. So they came and apologized. They let them out of the jail and asked them to please leave town. Unlike some other passport that you have, the moment you give it to them, I don't want to start mentioning countries, they begin to wonder how you even got the visa in the first instance, so you won't come to our country, particularly if you are going to the West. You see, so God uses, even this to advance the gospel. For instance, US is one of the biggest senders, biggest missionaries. I mean, the largest number of missionaries actually come from the US. And of course, this is also part of the reason why the country has been blessed. But when they begin to, all the kinds of woke things that they're doing now will actually be the downfall of the country. So please bear all of this in mind, but please don't put too much emphasis on your passport or your citizenship, because that is actually asking for your downfall. Our trust should always be in God, not in a particular country or the passport that we carry.